Hey everybody, it's Jennifer here with Canvas Sign Designs. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to Hand Lettering Happy Hour. As you are jumping on, say hello. Let me know who's watching. If you are catching the replay, be sure to comment with hashtag replay so I can come back and say hi to you. Today, I thought it would be fun to create a canvas tote with one of the templates from the Happy Lettering Club. So this is one of the templates for July, this small town farmers market, and I thought it would only be appropriate to put this on a canvas tote here that I got from Hobby Lobby. So that's what we are going to do today. Hey Marilyn, hey Brenda, hey Leanne, how are y'all doing? I feel like I have not been live in ages. We had vacation and then I had a funeral, a family funeral last week, and so I had to miss Hand Lettering Happy Hour, and I'm missing you guys so much. I'm just like, it feels so weird. It feels like it's been a really long time. Hey Chris. So I'm excited to be here today and to create with you guys. If you hear any noise in the background, our wood delivery came a day early. It was supposed to be here tomorrow, and the truck just pulled up right as I sat down. Thankfully, Andy's here, because if he wasn't here, I don't know what I would be doing right now. So they surprise came early, which they never do that. It's really kind of crazy. So they're loading wood just right outside my door. Hey, Valerie. It is all of a sudden, Leanne, yes. All of a sudden, it was like, okay, summer's here. That's how it has been in Texas. It was like so cool and so mild all summer long. And like, I feel like at the end of last week, it was like, okay, now it's hot. And so it's been very hot outside here too. So yesterday, Abby and I went to Hobby Lobby. I picked up this canvas tote bag here. It was $1.99, so pretty inexpensive way to create and use these templates. Now, this is such a good idea for all kinds of things. Like you could make a teacher bag out of this with teacher name on it. You could put a gift in it, do all kinds of things. I just remembered that I needed a piece of cardboard really quick. So let me go run and grab that so that I can put it in here so the paint doesn't soak through the canvas just until it dries. But these are great gifts that you can give anybody. Sorry, y'all. I like to put a little cardboard piece in between these layers. This is just like an envelope. Because first of all, it's going to kind of give you a harder surface to paint on, and then it keeps the paint from soaking through to the other side. So I just grabbed one of these little envelopes here because it was fast and easy. Normally I cut out a piece of cardboard just that I get from Amazon or whatever. But they make these tote bags in all different sizes. So these are really good ways to paint and create and use your templates. Those of you that are in the Happy Lettering Club, or if you subscribe to the template library, there's all kinds of templates that you could use for this. So think about Christmas. There's just so many different occasions that you could use a bag for and use it as a gift bag or just all kinds of things. So we've made these before, and they're one of my favorite things to make. Hobby Lobby has one of my signs for no, that is Maryland. That was are you talking about the sign that Abby was holding up yesterday in my story? That is my friend Danielle's sign, and we bought that to go in Abby's bathroom. But I need to get my stuff turned in to have my designs licensed. It's on my to-do list. One of these days I'll get it done. Yeah, that was Danielle. She was a guest artist in the Happy Lettering Club. That is her sign. Isn't that cool? So we bought it, and I'm going to put it in Abby's bathroom. It's so cool to be able to have one of my friends' signs like in my bathroom or in my house. I was really excited, and I actually saw a couple of signs there from a couple of people that I know. So yeah, I need to get my button gear and get my things done and get that stuff turned in so that I can kind of put some of my designs in the stores if they choose me. Leanne says she's given up on makeup. Girl, I've been so like lazy this summer that one thing about not doing the lives is I haven't had to like, you know, put makeup on and do my hair. And so it's like, yeah, I'm getting spoiled. Okay, so the template in the template library is this size, but I just scaled it up just a little bit so you can increase the settings in your printer. Like instead of at 100%, you can put it at 120. You can play around with it. I went into Block Poster and made this size, but I think this is going to be just a little bigger. It'll fit on here, but it's just a little bigger than I think what I want to do. So I think this size is going to be a good size. Okay, so we have our canvas tote. I put this envelope here behind it just to get any runoff. You can use acrylic paint on these. You can use paint pens. I'm going to use paint pens. I have these. I'm going to try these new Posca brush paint pens here, but if these don't work, I'll just use my regular acrylic paint pens. These are just a brush tip, so they'll work. It's just a brush tip. So what I'm going to do first is get this template here, and I'm just going to get a piece of painter's tape and situate it where I want it on here on the bag, and I'm just going to tape it to keep it from sliding around. And then I'm just going to get my graphite paper and put this shiny side down. So if you're new to templates and all that, this is just such a fast, easy way to be able to create something and not have to, you know, worry about the lettering layout. I've done all that hard work for you. So all you have to do is just trace this design on, and voila. So I'm going to just take a pencil. You could use a pencil. You can use a little stylus. You can use a pen, whatever. And I am going to just trace these letters. When you're first starting to hand letter, maybe you know how to hand letter, but laying out the design and the phrases can be tricky, and it can take a while before you're really comfortable doing that. And so that's why I like the templates. It's just quick and easy. There are ideas. There's a whole bunch of these inside the template library. I don't know. I say there's 360. There's probably more than that. But they're just already laid out for you, and you can apply them to any surface. So today we're doing the canvas bag, but you could do a sign. You could do just a canvas. You could scale it down and make a card out of it. There's all kinds of phrases, sayings. They're all categorized by holidays and seasons. So there's plenty to choose from. If you are somebody who makes signs or makes products that you sell, you can use these on products that you sell. There's a small business license. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat. There's just allergy stuff. Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, Heather. Hey, Sandy. Welcome, y'all. How are y'all doing? I'm just taking this little template here, and I thought, because it said small town farmers market, that it would be really cute to put on a canvas tote. So that's what we're doing today. And this should just transfer the kind of the bones of the design here so that we can trace over it with the markers. So you can use acrylic paint on these canvas totes, paint pens. That's what I would recommend using. Let's see. Okay, so before I untape this, I'm just going to flip this over and make sure that my design transferred, and it did beautifully. Isn't that easy? Simple and easy. Let's see. Let me show you a little bit up close so you can see. So now all you have to do is just trace it, and it's just such an easy little project. So I'm going to use these. I got these new Posca paint pens, but they are a brush tip here. I like the brush tips for, you know, different things. I also like the bullet tip. So the bullet tip looks like this, and the brush tip looks like this. So you can kind of see the difference there. So we're going to try the brush tip. I may switch to the bullet tip. Let's see. I just really want an excuse to use these new pens. So I think I'm going to do black, and then I'm going to do my flowers in, I'm thinking orange, and obviously the stems in green. So I'm going to just start by just taking this and tracing. So I just traced over this right here, but I'm going to add some faux calligraphy to, or make it look like brush lettering by adding faux calligraphy, which is we're going to make anywhere that we drag our pen down, we're going to make those lines a little bit thicker. Oh, boo, Heather. I'll be praying for you. That is no fun. Chris, I had to go directly to the Posca website to get these. So go to posca.com, or it may be uniposca.com, and order them just straight from there. They had free shipping. I could not find them on Amazon, and I haven't found them in the stores yet. So these are like brand new. So just go get them, I guess, straight from the website. I'm notorious for that too, Linda. Linda said she's notorious for buying markers and not using them. I'm notorious for that too. We like all the new things, right? Like, and I justify it as I say, I'm just trying to, I got to test them out for you guys, right? But I still end up using, like, you know, my favorite ones, my tried and true. So these are, they work just like the other paint pens. They just have a brush tip. So it can sometimes make it a little bit easier if you're familiar with using brush tip pens. So see, I thickened up this line right here, which is where I'm dragging my pen down. So now I'm gonna do the next letter, and I'm gonna thicken up. So here I'm going up, here is down, so I'm gonna thicken that up. And up and down. So when you're using a brush tip, you typically can control these thin and thick lines based on the amount of pressure that you're putting on your pen, which is really how a lot of people use the brush pens. But I kind of like doing it a little bit of both. I'll press down to get those thick lines, but I also like kind of going back and filling them in a little bit. And that is called faux calligraphy. And it's really just trying to give you the look of brush lettering without having to know how to brush letter. Because brush lettering is like almost a whole different lettering style in its own, and it takes a lot of practice. And because I trace these, I can kind of dissect these words, I don't have to start here and go up and down because I can see where my pencil lines are. So that's great if you're left-handed or if you are newer to lettering. The design is already penciled on here for you. So all you have to do is just really focus on tracing it. Because if you're like me, even though I've been doing this forever, when I'm like just freehanding it with a marker, sometimes I get so into what I'm doing that I misspell things. So, you know, when it's already laid out for you on the surface, then all you got to do is think about your marker and holding your hand, try to hold your hand steady and all that kind of stuff. But it just takes a lot of that pressure off of you. So I always suggest penciling it on first or using a template so that you don't have to worry about all that. Then you can just focus on making these lines, getting them straight. So because this is canvas, I'm kind of going over these lines twice just to kind of make this a little bit darker. As you can kind of see, you can't see close up, but see how it's like kind of a little like textured, which is fine because it's a tote bag, so you want it to look like this. And you could do this with acrylic paint if you wanted to instead of a paint pen. I don't seal it with anything, but I believe there is a sealer that you can put over this that seals a paint onto fabric. If any of you guys in the watching right now have used that, will you put in the comments what it is? I haven't used it before. But somebody watching may be helpful information to them. I know there is something that you can spray. You could just spray sealer on here. Hey, Kelsey, how are you? Yes, Kelsey, this would work on your nylon backpack. So this is a Posca brush pen, but they also have these bullet tip pens right here that you can get on Amazon. And that's probably easier to use if you aren't familiar using the brush tip. But I've made several bags, and I don't have any handy, like nylon bags, and I've used paint pens on them, and they work great. We've done a few different projects with those in my lettering group, and it works really, really well. If you are doing fabric, there is an option to use fabric markers. Sharpie makes a good fabric marker, but if it's nylon, you don't need to buy a fabric marker. These just acrylic paint pens will work great. And you could even pencil on your the wording on that nylon backpack with chalk if you wanted to, just to kind of be able to see, just to get the lettering all straightened out and centered and just how you like it before you go doing it with the marker. I always like to do that because it's always just the worst feeling whenever you have, just take a marker to it and you're like, I'm fine, I can get it. And you take the marker to it and it's like a little off center or something like that. I'm always like, why didn't I just pencil it on first? So depending on the color of backpack that you're using, you could use like a chalk pencil or something like that to get that lettering on first. And then you could use your marker or your paint pen, shall I say. And sometimes you might have to just watch out and make sure that it's not like the marker isn't bleeding at all. That can sometimes happen on the nylon bags. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. It shouldn't it's not going to like go all over the place, but just kind of pay attention to that. But I think you definitely could do your daughter's name on that backpack and with the markers, and it will turn out great. I wish I had some handy to show you where I've done that. So I'm thickening up these downstrokes. Anywhere my pen goes down, I'm just making that line a little thicker. You don't have to do that, but it just kind of helps it stand out just a little bit. And let's see here. I love doing these too as like little gifts. You could paint the background first if you wanted to before you did your lettering on here. Like you could do a teacher one, you could do like paint it white, like in notebook paper. I got 2 of these because I thought I might use it for, something. I might do another project. Where I'm actually using the acrylic paint. This one is just simple enough where I think a paint pen is gonna do the trick, and I like the paint pens because you have more control over them. So, Drea, so what I did was, I thank you, Leanne, for answering that. I got a template. So I have, this is from the template library, which is, I have a subscription to a library full of all kinds of lettering templates that you can print out and use, but you just get graphite paper. And you just put the graphite paper under the template, and then you just trace over the letters, and it transfers directly onto the bag, which is amazing. So you can kind of see where those little pencil lines are. That's a little flower. There's the letters, the words that I'm doing. It just makes it really easy, and kind of just takes all the hard work out of it, honestly. So I put a link in the description if anybody is interested in the template library. We have, almost, we're getting closer to having 400 designs in there. And you can, for all different seasons and occasions, you just print them out and trace them with graphite paper, and it works wonderfully. Yes, Kelsey, I would put something underneath it. So this, I just put a little envelope, like a card. Usually I cut a cardboard box and put a cardboard box underneath it. And what it does is it also kind of gives you a firm, smooth surface also to letter on it. So you can kind of keep it like, flat and hard little surface. So yeah, anything like that would be recommended. My pen was getting a little like it needed more of the paint, so I just shook it up and then just took it here and just kind of mashed it to get some more of that paint flow going. You can see it's a little darker now. So you just take your time and just kind of go over these letters. just like this. Abby's coming to say hello. But now are you going to be shy and not come over here?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go back over this too, just to...
I was going to tell you something, but now I noticed that you're still on your video.
I am still on my video. Okay, I'm just going to go over these a little bit more.
Well, which August I do?
Shh, those are secrets. We're not supposed to talk about those yet. Sorry, Abby's in here to, I don't know, tell me something. Okay, so there's our wording, and you could go over these. You wanted to make them a little bit darker. Say hello, Abby. Your hair's quite the mess. Valerie Marilyn said hello, Abby.
Hello.
That's okay, Kelsey. Kelsey said, last question. In your library, would we have the ability to create templates on our own, or are they all pre-made? Was just thinking you won't freehand your daughter's name. In the template library, they're all pre-done templates for you, Kelsey. So I have two options. So I have I have the Happy Lettering Club, which is my lettering group where I teach classes in there weekly. We do different projects. That group is $35 a month. And that group, like if I have members in that group that are like, hey, can you letter, this name for me or whatever, I do that for them. But the template library is just $15 a month. And that is where you just get access to the templates. So if you're in the Happy Lettering Club, you also get the template library. It comes with the Happy Lettering Club. So you get both of those. Let me just type in, Abby, stop it. Let me just type in real quick the link where you could read about what is included in both. Let me just do that. I'm going to pop that in here, Abby. I'm going to type that in, and you can just read about what's included in each. Now, in the club, there's all kinds of old videos. All the classes in there are recorded and are saved in there, so you can watch all the past classes. So that group has been, let's see, how long have we had that group? Almost 2.5 years. So there's 2.5 years worth of videos in there, and there's all kinds of like beginner videos and things like that. So that would be what I would recommend doing. Abby, she likes to stick things into the video here. That's what I would recommend. It's a really great group. I do all kinds of projects like this, so you'll get access to all the templates, plus you'll get access to just a ton of classes. We do digital lettering. So I show people how to create your own templates on, if you have an iPad, using the Procreate, which is how I create all my templates. So there's a lot of lessons in there on that. A lot of the ladies on here on the live are in that group, and it's just a really fun place. You can post questions, you can get advice, you can get just all kinds of support as you're learning how to hand letter. And if you just enjoy it for a hobby, it's a really fun place to be. Let's see. I'm reading Mary's comments. Hey, Deb. Y'all are talking about setting in. Okay, Marilyn gave instructions on helping this set in place. So go back in the comments and read it. Thank you, Marilyn, for posting that. There's just so many awesome ladies in here that are in my groups and are so helpful, and we all learn from each other so much. I learn from them all the time. Okay, so next I'm going to do the flowers and the stems. Abigail, stop. So I'm just trying to think about, do I want to use the colors of the paint pens that I have, or do I want to use some paint? And I'm trying to think. Y'all tell me, do you think that I need to make these little flowers orange, yellow, or pink, or all of the above? Let's start out with the paint pens, and if those don't work, we'll use some paint. You are welcome, Kelsey. There's some in the Happy Lettering Club. There are some tutorials on lettering on nylon bags too. And those you can go back and watch those old tutorials. They're all really, really good. Kelsey said she votes for all of the above. Okay, why don't I get some paint and we'll see what happens. Let's get some paint, and then that way you can see how I paint on here too, as well as doing the, let's do this color, Abby. And let's do a little bit of, this is tangerine.
Is tangerine
it's a light orange. Let's do some yellow and maybe some pink. Okay. Scooch it, girl. Scooch it. Okay. I don't want to run over your toes. All right. So I'm just going to get, this is just acrylic paint. Mary said yellow and orange. I think that's what I'm going to do, Mary. Even like a red. How about instead of pink? I just don't feel like pink is the vibe I'm going for. I kind of like the more vintagey. So why don't we do red?
Jackie vibe.
Yeah, give me one of those jars down there, Abby.
Oh.
She's saying Jackie's vibe. My older daughter, she likes that. So I'm thinking like something like that. Like this kind of like color palette.
Do you want blue?
No, I am not going to do the blue. Ooh, the blue might be really pretty too.
So like this color?
Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, give me that color, and we'll see what happens.
It matches. It matches perfect.
I know it does match perfect.
It just needs to be like a tiny, tiny bit dark.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll just see what happens.
What if you do metallic?
I don't think metallic red's going to go with the. And this is a little bit of periwinkle. That might look good.
Oh yeah.
So I have my colors here.
Palette tray.
My palette tray. Let's see what we can.
It's so satisfying to say a word sometimes.
It is satisfying to say.
Bony plate.
Like bounty plates, bony plates.
Yeah, like on alligators or crocodiles, they have bony plates.
Oh.
It's satisfying to say that.
It is satisfying to say that word. Bony plates.
I just heard it. I heard it in the book at school, so I just loved when it said it. It's just so satisfying.
It is. So I'm gonna get this really skinny paintbrush here, and I can see where I have traced on the designs. So I'm just gonna go over it like that. Yes, ma'am.
What kind of, do you want to live in a mansion?
No, I really don't, because that's a lot of things to have to clean.
Yeah, mansions are like, the furniture is super shiny. The coffee table has like a clear glass thing over it.
Oh, but what if somebody decorates their mansion in a different way? Not all mansions have to look like that.
I know, but on Toca Boca.
Oh, on your game, that's how the mansions are.
Yeah. The mansions look like that. And also, the mansion the mansion, in the pool at the mansion on the second floor, there's a pool floaty, a big pool mat, like a mat, and it's a pool floaty thing.
Mm-hmm.
It has some money on it.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna paint on the flowers first.
How much does mansions cost?
Oh, I have no idea.
If you were
$1,000,000, I don't know.
Would it cost your whole wallet?
My whole wallet? It would cost more than what my whole wallet is.
What?
The mansion?
Yeah.
I don't have that much money in my wallet. Glad you think so, but Abby she is 7. She will be 8 in October.
Yay!
Tell Olivia and Vivian hello for us.
Who's that?
That is Linda's granddaughters. They were asking how old you were going to be. Or how old you were.
How old is it?
Abby wants to know how old they are. Linda, you tell us how old Vivian and Olivia are. Create a red flower on the squiggly line. Oh, that's a good idea. I thought about doing like more flowers, on here. Also, I think it would be really cute to just like, you could do polka dots. On this template, I have like some polka dots. So we'll see. I don't have my water. Will you go get my water thing out of the bathroom? Please. Thank you.
Once I unwrap my
She's just staring at me. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see. Can you go get my water so I can put that? I'm going to start with some yellow here. I love painting like wildflowers because I feel like there's no right or wrong way to do them.
No.
Okay, so yellow here. Abby, okay, hang on. Olivia is 9 and Vivian is 7, just like Abby. Oh, I wish we lived closer. They could play. We would love that.
Where do they live?
I am not going to give their location online. She can put that if she wants.
Okay.
I am just going to here turn these yellow, and then maybe I'll do that one a little bit more orange. Let's see, let's take some of this red. Probably didn't need to put orange on my plate. Just kind of swooping some right here at the beginning. Just kind of winging this, y'all.
That's pretty.
Isn't it pretty? I'm going to go back with yellow and kind of mix it a little bit. If I were a little bit better, maybe I can outline this.
Do you want a garden?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, a garden would be great. One day we'll have a garden. Okay. Got a little bit more. I made these a little bit bigger. Here. That looks pretty.
Remember you said last night that maybe when I grow up, people could have a plug-in instead of sleeping,
Oh, yeah. I said you never know. This is the tangerine color here.
I wish you can do that so I can just stay up all night.
Well, I do too, but
night's so boring.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of red to the middle of this. If you can't really, that's kind of cute. I know y'all can't see. We are drawing. They want me to tell you are drawing to New York.
What?
We are in Texas, Kelsey. We are in Texas.
So what?
They're drawing to New York. They want me to tell you. They want me to tell you are drawing to New York. Linda, could you clarify that statement? Okay. Let's do blue over here and see what happens. Right here, I'm gonna do blue. I may add some more. Let me add some more flowers. That's so pretty. I think this looks good. Let's see, did I have two? One right here.
Can I teach them stuff on the phone?
Well, you can. I'm not going to make that decision right now. Okay. All right. It is hot in here, isn't it?
I'm not.
Got all these lights shining on me.
That's one. That's
No.
Is it burning?
Let's see.
Alright, I'm going back to help.
All right. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. That's cute. I feel like I need something in the middle of that, though. So let's do a little. They're painting owls. Okay. From New York. Okay. I'll tell her. That's what I thought you were saying, but you know, but I wasn't sure because it was all one sentence and I wasn't. They're painting owls. How cute. You're so lucky to have you, Linda. Should I do yellow? I think I should do a yellow center. Let's see. Just gonna make a little yellow. And again, you could even take your template and cut out the flowers and like put them in other places. Like if you wanted to like add more, you could, if I want to add one of these, I could take it out and like, put it over here and trace it, or you could obviously draw it. But just if you weren't quite comfortable with that, you could do that. I kind of want to add a little bit of color onto the lettering, but I'm just not quite sure how I want to do that. Maybe I could add some more flowers. Flower. I don't know. What do y'all think? Hey, LaDonna, how are you? Yeah, you were doing shorthand, Linda. Okay, so if I wanted to add some more things, I could get this is just a black watercolor pencil. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to add like, could do another flower here. Maybe. And then do something here. Maybe I'll do it like that. Just kind of sketching on something, just so I have something to go by. I kind of want to add a little darker. I don't know. Never mind. Now we are just freehanding it. So I'm just adding some extra little flowers because this is fun and it's looking so cute. And then you have a little bag if you ever go to the farmer's market. Does anybody ever go to the farmer's market? I love going to farmer's markets. You could take your little bag with you. And let's do this one. So all kinds of things that you could use these templates for. And so we do classes in the Happy Lettering Club where I use the templates, but then I also try to kind of come on here and use these templates to show you guys, just to give you guys different ideas, because we use them in all different ways. Okay. That's cute. Let's make this a little bit longer. There. I bet those girls love that time too, Linda. I know Abby loves going with her grandma. I'm going to do blue over here. That way we kind of have it'll balance. I'm just kind of dashing my brush like this. So start up here and just kind of do some lines. And it kind of gives you a look like that. It's just really easy peasy. Again, that's why I like doing wildflowers, is because there's no, like, they don't have to be any certain color or any certain shape. They're just, I make them random. I probably make flowers that don't even exist. And that is okay. Okay, and then let's do the yellow and orange over here. Again. There. I feel like I need another little something here. I'm going to take this red and kind of start from the middle and just kind of, obviously got way too much paint. I don't need that much paint, but that's okay. You can add some glitter to this and make it shine. You could also, like just put some, if you wanted to put some fruits or vegetables like around here, you could get really creative with it. I'm going to dip this back in the yellow and just kind of pull a little bit of this red up. Like that. And now I think I want to get a little bit of brighter green just to kind of accent the leaves and the flower. I can't stop. Just want to keep going. But just to give it a little bit And again, you could do all of this with paint pens if you wanted to, or you could do it all with acrylic paint. Either way, you can see how it would look with both. Kind of wish I would have done this color though now, because I think it looks cute. Wondering if I should put one more flower up there, or if I should just do some dots. Hey Trisha, how are you? Tell the girls I said thank you, Linda. We are making a little farmer's market bag. Let's see. Trying to decide what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna take the tip of this paintbrush and add just some dots. This would be really cute too for a Halloween bag. Like if you took one of the Halloween designs and did like a fun little Halloween bag, like a trick-or-treat bag. I just thought of that. I don't know why, but I did. So I'm putting these little dots here. They're hard to see from far away, but it just kind of adds something. A Halloween bag is cute. I might use the other one that I bought for that. I think that would be cute. This just kind of pulls out some of the color. I know it's hard to see. Let's go with some orange. It's making me feel better about the plain old letters. Sandy, I got these at Hobby Lobby and they were $1.99 and they have a whole bunch of different sizes. I know Walmart has some canvas bags too, and I'm sure Michael's does as well, but Hobby Lobby has a big selection and I feel like they're so inexpensive. So $1.99 is, I think, a really good price for these. Hey, Marisa, how are you? Late is better than not at all. Marilyn said a Halloween bag is a cute idea. I think that is a cute idea. I think we'll do that. We'll do a little Halloween bag. I think that'll be really cute. Okay, so I think that I'm going to try something and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna take this paint pen and just add a little bit of blue on top of here. Not a lot. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, what it looks like. I could have done orange too. Or any of the colors. Green. It's kind of just gives it the bold black look, but also kind of just adds a little bit of color into it. I mean, you could do the handle too, like you could do all kinds of things. You could glue some, you could get really decorative with this bag, but I feel like since it's talking about farmers market, we got to keep it somewhat simple. Miss Blue is periwinkle, if anybody wants to know. It's kind of like a bluish purple. And I'm just running my brush kind of right through the middle. Very lightly, not real thick. I'm not pressing down hard either. Like, just want to add a little bit. I do this a lot with white. The key is just to not press down, use the very tippy tops of the bristles, and don't, you can have a little bit more paint on your brush than maybe you would if you were doing a sign or something, just because it's canvas, so it kind of soaks in the paint pretty well. But you still want to kind of play around with it at first to kind of see how much paint you need to put on your brush. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to do green. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do. I think that was enough. So there we have it. This is our little tote bag, and you can see that just kind of added a little bit of color to it, so it didn't feel like it just really stuck out. But just kind of going over here so you can kind of see things close up and see what things look like. But really easy project. You can see it didn't even soak through, so I didn't have to have that, but I do like to have that because it kind of gives it a hard surface for you to write on as well. So canvas tote from Hobby Lobby. This is $1.99. I used a template from the template library, traced it on with some graphite paper here, and used some acrylic paint pens to do the lettering and acrylic paint to paint the flowers. So it's pretty easy, quick project, and it makes a cute little fun something other than a sign. So there's all kinds of things that you can use these templates for, you know, other than just making door hangers or making signs. So, you know, just helping you think outside the box. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Linda said she's going to Hobby Lobby. I know, these are really, hey, Michelle, these are really easy, fun designs. Let me grab one that we did. I do have one sitting out that we did last summer in the Happy Lettering Club. I got this one at Walmart, and we used a template and we made this super cute bag. And you see I like added glitter to it, but I love this. I always just have it sitting out because it turned out so cute. But it is, I'm not try not to get it wet, but it's just a little canvas tote too. And we used a template. This template is in the club, and we just used a template, and I used paint pen and paint and created that. So they're just fun to make. They're great at, again, you could do a Halloween bag, you could do an Easter bag, you could do Christmas design on here and give Christmas gift in it. You could do a teacher, you know, you could, if you got this white one, you could just do stripes like notebook paper, and write, you know, like back to school, and maybe put some cute, fun, you know, notepads or notebooks or, you know, whatever. So the glitter always does make everything look better, huh? I probably should have put glitter on that one, but I didn't. But I know this glitter is so fabulous, isn't it? So anyway, that's the tutorial for today. So I missed you guys. I'm glad that I got to come on here today and do this live. And glitter medium on the eye. Yeah, that opal glitter medium. Yes, Chris, that is exactly what I used. Yep. Glitter does always make everything better. Yeah, so anyway, I will see you if you are in the Sign Maker Society. I'll see you guys on Thursday. If you are in Happy Lettering Club, my friend Desiree will be doing a tutorial next Tuesday in the group. And yeah, and then I'll be back here on Wednesday. The glitter is the same glitter, Linda, that we use. This is Opal Glitter Medium. That is also from Hobby Lobby. That is what I used on that bag. So you just dip your paintbrush in it here and paint it on. And I really feel like I want to do that on here, but then I also feel like it needs to be a little vintagey, I usually don't seal it. This one I did not seal, but if you go back in the comments, Marilyn posted some instructions on what to do to heat seal it to get that to kind of stay on the fabric. So she put some instructions, thank you, Marilyn, in here for you for that. So I need to try that, what Marilyn suggested. So that's all I got for y'all today. I hope you guys have a good, happy rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you back here next week. Bye.